Welcome everybody to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Madden 20 franchise rebuild episode 53. Today our undefeated Buccaneers try to stay perfect on the season as we get a chance to upgrade young up-and-coming pass rusher Kayvon DeVoe. He registered 3 sacks a week ago in the Vikings game that we did. That was yesterday, not really a week ago, but anyway, DeVoe not only gets an upgrade today, but he has a chance to move his development. He had a very good start to the season, and we're going speed rusher, of course, to hopefully increase the odds of us getting success with this breakout opportunity. DeVoe has 94 finesse moves, and he's developed very quickly in the series thanks to becoming Rookie of the Year, and he's very close to surpassing his rookie sack total. Oddly enough, this goal has a rushing yard goal, which kind of makes sense because the Bills have an X factor at running back. So if we can do a really good job, which I don't think will accomplish this goal, but I do think DeVoe can rack up, a sack plus a tackle for loss. We'll just have to see. We're up against Kareem Hunt in this episode, and we'll look to slow him down, which is pretty much always the objective I go for here. It gives you a goal that's usually attainable if you're not a terrible team. We have that to look forward to, but also Adonis Askew is back, and he will be starting today at running back for the first time in nearly a full season. He broke out last year and ended up on the IR, came back in preseason, and unfortunately was hurt again. And we've also been without Angel Copeland, so it's been kind of weird to see what's happened at running back lately with this team, but he's back, everybody, and I hope he's ready to make an immediate impact. Last year, we didn't even see a rushing touchdown or a receiving touchdown. I can't believe he's looking for his first career score, and he doesn't have a single carry or touch over 23 yards in his career. But still, we remember how good he was. He was so exciting, even though he had 4 fumbles, 0 touchdowns. It sounds like I'm overhyping him, but I think we all know the potential's there. And given we're healthier at running back, we're going to be releasing Jamal Williams. Lawrence Robertson will be getting some carries, but he's not a very good pass catcher, so he's going to be filling in that power role and just be one of our backup running backs. If we don't fully develop him, I'm not too worried about it. I just wanted to get a power back on the team. I did. He just happens to have really good development at the same time, while we also have 2 running backs with star dev. It feels like we've had so many good offensive line classes in the series, and this one's not going to be any different. Even a first-round talent here, Damon Orton from Houston. He could be had in the middle of the draft. At tackle, 3 very good high-level options here at just right tackle. We go to the left side. Okay, maybe not quite as strong, but it looks to be pretty deep here. Today we get to upgrade Tyrus Sparks, and he may unlock a new ability with whatever happens here, as long as his overall goes up, I believe. I would like to do Improviser. We're working on some of these more secondary ratings. I don't care about him being a scheme fit because it's not about him getting more upgrades at this point. He's already a high-level quarterback, number 4 in our entire league. So I'd rather work on some of these other ratings that don't get a ton of attention. We get accuracy short, break, sack, throw on the run. I think those fill gaps a lot better than just increasing his accuracy. So we have clutch, anchored extender, and lofting deadeye. I think he might have had all of those. Okay, we didn't unlock a new ability yet, so that'll come with time. Probably next upgrade. Speaking of X factors, we have Jerome Page, and we're going run support. His hit power and tackling aren't as high as I thought, and this didn't exactly help things. You could argue that increased his ability in coverage more so than his run stopping, but here's where his ratings are at. I definitely like what Sylvester Seymour has done as a rookie, and I want to see him continue this Rookie of the Year campaign. What about Denzel Denard? Could he even have a chance to go Rookie of the Year? It's tempting to go scheme fit because he's not a high development player, so he kind of needs the help when it comes to earning experience. He has a lot of traits, a lot of upside, But if we can't get stuff like release, catching traffic, medium route running up, how high is his ceiling really going to be? I'm going to go deep threat here. It might make him a scheme fit, which it just did. I'm hoping for release, and I didn't get it. But we got some route running and spec catch. Steven Stevens was also selected with our pick after Denard, and we go route runner upgrade with him, and here's what his skill set looks like at the moment. Today we face the Bills, and Ed Oliver will not be playing. A shoulder injury keeps out one of the best defensive tackles in our entire league now. They drafted Roy Knowles a handful of years ago, and he might be the highest rated receiver that was selected in series. It's always fun to track these stars that happen organically throughout the series, and Knowles hasn't posted a huge season in his career. Tre'Davious White's very good. Tremaine Edmonds, Edward Haggins must have been selected very early on. He is a safety and a good run stopper. Sidney Jones is a superstar. Matt Milano, Josh Allen, another superstar at wide receiver. So there's Knowles and Demarius Nichols, superstar in his third year, and he seems to have some game-breaking ability. That's our matchup for this one. We'll get into that, and afterwards we'll take a look at the contract demands in store for this season. So let's go and try to move to 5-0. No rain this time. Here we go. We can see how we play in normal football conditions. The games so far this season have been extremely fun, and we'll see if it continues. We're trying to stay unbeaten, and I really like how we've gotten into this season with the new offense. I really enjoyed it, and now we get to see it with Adonis Askew. I just remembered that. Tampa will start with the football, and welcome back to Adonis Askew, one of our most exciting young players on the roster. We're going play fake to start this one. Deep shot, and incomplete, targeting the rookie, Denard. I liked how he was able to set up that game-winning field goal last episode. That was an awesome moment. And now Askew broke a tackle and got a little too excited there with the juke. Third down Tampa. We're going empty now. Tyrus Sparks with 5 in the pattern. Sparks protected and over the middle, connecting with Godwin. Let's not forget about him in the second half of this one, by the way. Arguably the most fun part of franchise is seeing what players you draft and acquire that you become really attached to and enjoy watching their careers unfold as the pass goes outside for Garrison Wade. Who are some of your favorites in this series if you had to pick one or two? I tend to gravitate toward the defensive backs and skill players on offense. I just like players that can make those what you would normally call highlight plays, I guess. I like watching the defensive backs especially make interceptions. I've had so many good ones over the years that have changed defenses entirely. And that's what I'm trying to do with acquiring Jermichael Beekman. Definitely feel like Jerome Page has made a really good impact on this team. Wade's already at 3 catches, by the way. And here's second down and 5. A deep drop for Sparks. And he gets it away, complete, and Gabe Morrell checks in. I've seen more feedback about moving him back to running back, but as I showed in a previous episode with his injury, ball carrier vision, and whatnot, I'm probably not going to do that unless we get desperate. There we go. Catch inside the 5, Denard. I like where we're going on this possession. But I just feel like right now, as long as we have a running back healthy that can do a lot of that stuff, he's best at receiver. First and goal. Sparks pressured and lost the ball. We're going to take it, though. Frederick Hughes broke a tackle, and he lost yardage. Almost a cool moment. We had O.J. Howard catch an interception last episode. Why not? And the lineman get into the end zone. Maybe we'll work out an overloaded line. That's not the proper term. Imbalanced line, I think, is what it's normally called with the 6 linemen. I don't really want to talk about it, though. Seattle did it last night with George Fant on like half their plays. I don't want to think about that right now. Third and goal. End zone. We're going for it. Oh my! Denzel Denard, one-handed touchdown. That was not what I expected. The spectacular plays are not supposed to be his forte, but he's still, with arguably blatant pass interference all over him, he makes the catch. This is a good shot. Wow. We might have a shot at 2 rookies of the year this season. That's incredible. Hopefully what we lost in talent, losing Mike Evans, we can regain with the development of these young players, but also the change in scheme. I think it's been pretty refreshing to start the year. Empty set now for Josh Allen and the Bills offense as they attempt to answer. Allen complete, and that's a gain of 7. Need 2. They give it to Hunt on the carry inside, and easily making his way to midfield, an 18-yard run. I think they have 6 linemen on the field now, and they're going to run it. Inside and cutting right. Nice stop, and that's Leonard Merritt. Again, we need Kevon DeVoe to apply some pressure. We can take interceptions, force fumbles, tackles for loss, and sacks. We have to get 2 combined. Allen off the mark as the pressure was getting there, but I don't think the pressure actually had an effect on the accuracy there. 3rd down and 11. They're going empty again. They have Hunt playing in the slot, and they throw it to him again, and we make the stop. Houston, by the way, just moved to 4-1 on the year. They appear to be doing pretty well with Mike Evans at receiver. Remember, they lost DeAndre Hopkins a number of years ago, so they have a new number 1. Tampa, meanwhile, up 7-0, getting back to work at their own 20. Sparks gets it out quick. Nice catch. And that again is Wade. Sparks. I like the pass protection we're seeing early on, and another strike hauled in by Godwin. 2 tight ends on the field now, and another quick pass, and we'll get good yardage after the catch with DeMarcus Lodge. A 10 of 11 start for Tyrus Sparks. When you have a quarterback this good, you can handle losing a top wideout, although it helps having another number 1 in Godwin. Here's a run! Forgot about the running game for a moment, and Adonis Askew is stuffed. Like I said, I only want to make changes to the play calling if we're running well, but not running enough in those games. Like right now, I don't care if we're pass heavy. We should be. Watch Sparks win MVP as a result. 1st and 10, Tampa, just outside of Buffalo territory. A little more room, but not a lot more. Last play of the quarter right here. It's a run with too much hesitation. Adonis Askew gets 1. But a penalty has extended the possession. So, wait a minute here. Let's get back on the field, see what we can do. Maybe go up 14-0. Garrison Wade on the field. I guess we're going with a lot of 4 receiver sets so far. There's a quick one, and Wade gets open again. So we've seen some different games so far. There was the one where we had a lot of 2-back looks. I don't think we've had a single one in our first 20 called plays. Askew, nothing. 2 tight ends down in the red zone. Sparks outside. Askew makes the catch. The Bills are doing a good job, though, of limiting yards after catch, and they're not missing any tackles. 3rd down and 5. Now we go 2 back. Askew motions out, and this is a fake. Sparks. He will just dump it off. Askew. Nothing there again.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me.
Oh, come on. 28-yard missed field goal? I guess Myers doesn't miss much. That's just a really surprising one. Bills take over, by the way. They get a couple big pass plays, but then a penalty. They get behind the sticks and end up stalling. Let's sim a drive now. See if this running game starts to do anything. Pass game surely outperforming it on this one. 1 yard rush, 2 yard rush again. So we're seeing, one thing I like about what I've seen in the simulating in Madden 20 is a lot of the running game feels like it's consistent between simming and playing. The outcomes seem about even. Perhaps this defense is giving us a few more fits than we've been used to this season. Although I guess the Vikings, they played well. That was only a 20-17 game with 16 punts, I might add. We had 9 of those. 3rd and 2 for Allen and the Bills, way off the mark. You're telling me like 6 years into his career he hasn't fixed that part of his game yet? Now it's our turn, and a 29-yard net gives us a chance with all 3 timeouts to add some points. Let's go, Sparks. I can't wait to see more of these 2-minute drill plays because that was probably my favorite part of the playbook to create. Wait a minute. 3 tight ends? I didn't put that in the game plan. And we are using my playbook. The ball is knocked free. And the Bills, will they score? Adonis Askew makes the tackle on Grayson. This was a play that should not have happened. For whatever reason, they weren't digging into my red zone play calling there. I don't have 3 tight end sets in the 2-minute drill. That's what I meant. 2-minute drill play calling. So here's the play. Short for the tight end, knocked free, and that's McDonald, our new 3rd tight end. Unfortunately, he's given the Bills a great scoring opportunity. 1st and goal, Buffalo from the 4. Allen, intercepted! We got it right back with Devin White. And that right there is how you bail out a turnover. Just get one back on the very next play. I don't imagine we'll try doing a whole lot here. 16 yards there, 5 on the ground. We're content, up 10-0. So 2nd game in a row, the scoring is down. And we'll see if our defense can keep pitching this shutout. I like the direction both sides of the football are heading. I really like it. Here's Allen. Wow, he is not playing well whatsoever. That's a quick one, and we're all over it. Empty set for Buffalo. It's 3rd down. Here's Allen. Oh my, he threw another inaccurate pass. Buffalo has to be frustrated by this. They could be in the game right now if it weren't for Allen's mistakes. We have it, moving the ball into Buffalo territory and getting the job done. Touch! No, not yet. Touchdown! Adonis Askew, 1st of his NFL career. Intercepted! Jerome Page, and a forgetful day in Tampa continues for Josh Allen. Mistakes are adding up very quickly with almost no break in between, unless you count our possessions. The Bills have only ran 21 plays. You can't win the time of possession game if you're constantly giving up the football, whether it be 3-and-outs or turnovers. Big start to this drive from Matt Milano, but we have 2 downs to get this figured out. I trust this team to do it. High snap. Oh, Milano's back for more. 5 wide. This might not be the safest play call. We could take a shot on this. Let's see what we have drawn up. Sparks steps up. It's developed, and now firing. Caught. That's Garrison Wade. Field goal good, 20-0. And we'll get back in and see if this gets interesting at all. I expected another tough game like we saw against the Vikings, which I'm wondering if they're winning this week because now they're 2-2. I think they should be a playoff team given their roster, but we'll see. Out of the eye, it's Hunt on the carry, getting a big block and a 9-yard pickup. That's a give. And falling forward beyond midfield. First down. Play action. Are you kidding me with these throws? The Vikings are currently trailing to the Philadelphia Eagles at the moment, as Allen just threw it accurately to a player on his team. That's a step. 3rd down and 3. They have 4 receivers on the field. Allen over the middle and a first down. Down 20-0 to begin the 4th quarter. That's another accurate throw. Actually, it was inaccurate, but it was within reach for Knowles. Bills just trying to get on the board, but make no mistake, it's a 3-touchdown game. Allen, incomplete. Well covered. 3rd and short. Allen, that's accurate. First down, Bills. Back in the Browns series, Super Sim was so buggy, I couldn't even simulate past like these scenes. I had to watch every little thing. Forgot what that's like. 20-0. Here's Allen feeling the rush from DeVoe, but he connects inside the 10. I don't think DeVoe has any of what he needs for the upgrade today. And they've gotten the ball out quick. It's been tough. And they're not running to his side. It's hard for defensive ends to get tackles for loss. Inside to the 1 and nearly into the end zone. Another goal-to-go opportunity. Allen has 1 interception in the red zone. Throwing again. Allen, incomplete. Again, they'll throw it, and there's pressure from Kyle Caver. And that will knock them back. 4th and goal. They have to go for it. They can't kick. A field goal does no good here. They have to get the touchdown. Hunt slot right. Renfro slot left. Here's Josh Allen firing. Touchdown! Hunter Renfro. And the Bills are finally on the scoreboard. The Buccaneers take over. It's a 13-point game. We can't celebrate yet. There's still work to do. And they try to rip the ball out. The running game, you'd love to see it shine here. But it just hasn't worked today or in our last matchup. Here is another run. Better this time for Askew. Tremaine Edmonds has 12 tackles. He's played great. And now a big catch made in the slot. And that, everybody, is Chris Godwin. Almost 300 yards on the day for Sparks. And now we're in Bills territory. Running clock down, trying to stay perfect. Sparks 1st and 10. Outside and caught. Howard spun down. Another handoff and cutting to the outside. Adonis Askew just can't get the openings today. It's not really on him. I think the big thing is the Bills are just playing good run defense. 3rd and 2. First down. Like, I kind of want to be critical of our blocking here, but the Bills have just legitimately been good and they haven't missed tackles. Like, there's only so much you can do when a team is doing their job. 1st and 10. There's a run to the outside. And again, we just run into defenders and get a few. Wouldn't be bad to get some running back rotation now, and we have. Larry Jacobs is in, and there's nowhere for him to go. Very tough. O.J. Howard there couldn't hold his block. 3rd and 6. We have successfully ran the clock on this drive, though. And here's Sparks all day. First down, Chris Godwin. Another run now with Larry Jacobs. Tremaine Edmonds continues to tackle, and that's like 14 now. The running split is catching up, though, with the way the game is flowing. We're going to throw it now on 2nd down, and here's a strike that's right on target for DeMarcus Lodge. You got to appreciate Tyrus Sparks for how accurate he is. That is 21 straight completions. That can't be an NFL record. I feel like it's close. Doesn't like Ryan Tannehill have the record or something like that? I feel that he does. That came to my head. Well, we ran clock so well we delayed ourselves. All right, NFL record for most consecutive completions. Nick Foles holds the record. That was last year, late December. Handoff, and Jacobs gets a couple. I have it pulled up. Yeah. So Foles tied the record at 25. Philip Rivers and Ryan Tannehill have also done that. So yes, I did remember. Don't know why. Couldn't even tell you what year that was or who he was throwing it to do that. I'm imagining Jarvis Landry caught a few of those, though. 2nd down and 10. 2 minutes left to go. Let's go for the dagger right here. Sparks. Careful. 3rd down. It's a run, and that's not going to break through either. So Buffalo eventually gets the stop. You'd think with such good run defense they would have gotten the stop sooner, but our pass game is just so dynamic. And we add 3. So 16-point game. Near impossible to pull off this comeback unless they've picked up on some of those really good onside kicks we've seen in the league the past week. There have been some really good attempts. Hopefully the league is learning because onside kicks have become so boring. That's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Allen. That one is complete. They'll pick up 10. Uh-oh, that one's nearly intercepted. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Game on the line for Buffalo. And this is always a tricky situation to have a 4th and inches because you have to go hurry up. And your 4th and inches plays are probably not your hurry up plays. And this didn't work. Jerome Page has ended the game. How about that? We have an elite quarterback. We play solid defense, start to finish. And the Tampa Bay Bucs will advance, and maybe today we'll avoid that bug. Look at that. We get to see the end screen today. Yeah, disappointing for Buffalo. Josh Allen played terribly, and there's just no shot with the way he played today to win. Meanwhile, Sparks was about as perfect as one could hope. Very accurate and efficient. The running game never got going despite 25 attempts for the running backs. DeMarcus Lodge had 8 receptions, Godwin 7, Wade 6. It feels like the volume is going to be there for our pass production this year, and a lot of receivers are going to have a chance to go over 1,000. Holy cow, 20 tackles for Tremaine Edmonds. 20 tackles in a game of Madden that didn't go to overtime. Meanwhile, for Kevon DeVoe, 1 tackle. And that was the only stat for him today. I called it, didn't I? Kevon DeVoe played a heck of a game this week, and I think he's a lot better than we initially thought. Oh, wait a minute. There was the running goal. He's still got Superstar Dev. Okay. I didn't even think about that because I assumed we wouldn't get there. Actually, this screen is just fine. They had 53 rushing yards. I don't think DeVoe is the reason, but he gets rewarded. I don't mind. Let's see extra experience here, though. Let's see what we got. 500 XP for the whole D-line. Oh, boy. Next game. Do we watch this one with Tyrus Sparks playing so well and a chance to move DeMarcus Lodge to Superstar Dev? The Saints are 1-3, but just for that reason alone, I want to watch DeMarcus Lodge get this chance. I will put a poll on the video, and you all can decide there. Do you want to watch the Saints game or not? You can also leave a comment. Those are always very helpful. Helps the videos. It's good for the channel. But if the Saints are 1-3 this year, is there a new NFC team to worry about? You bet. The one that's given us probably the most issue throughout the series. They just have a way of getting half their wins against us despite mediocre seasons. So what are the Panthers working with this season? Top player, CMC, hurt. And that's a serious one. He ain't coming back anytime soon. At quarterback, it is an aging Cam Newton, who is a 74 overall, and the skills are certainly declining in a major way. The running back is Tobias Alexander, so they're finding ways to win even without an impact running back and Cam Newton not being the same player. Jelani Ellington at left tackle, that probably helps. He's a superstar. Speaking of, I have to check on the ability for Kayvon DeVoe now that he's gotten to superstar dev. I don't see a lot of super high rated players, but I guess, okay, a couple linebackers, a couple corners. Let's see these linebackers again. Mike Birch. I already know what Brian Burns is all about, but he's got 92 finesse too. So one of the best edge rush tandems in the league. That's a problem. We'll definitely watch one of the Panther games this year. Hopefully we have one in a key spot. We play them week 15 and 17, so we'll get there eventually. I would like to upgrade Kayvon DeVoe's run stopper archetype today. He's now an 84 overall, and he's taken that leap forward with his career to superstar dev, and his ability is secure tackler, which unfortunately is the same exact ability that we have for Robert Cush. I would prefer something different. We'll do a few more upgrades today, maybe save a couple for next episode. Unfortunately, it was not this glorious return for Adonis Askew, but I'm sure with more opportunities it'll happen. His carrying just went up by 2, by the way, so that's a plus. Hopefully we get him that big game again. Garrison Wade was pretty busy today. We're going to go slot again. So far, he has been productive when called upon in the offense, so that's been a nice positive. Kyle Caver made a few nice plays in today's game. He is a 75 overall in his second season. His speed is solid. His coverage is decent. What do we work on, though? I'd say field general. He's not an inside linebacker. He's at right outside. I don't mind going run stopper here. Working on that a little bit. Before we end today's episode, we will take a look at contract negotiations. What's it looking like for this season? Do we try to re-sign Chris Godwin here in season? Wait to see how regression goes. Last season there was no regression, which was awesome. Then there's Ali Marpet, Javonte Whitaker. I don't see us giving this deal to Whitaker. We'll probably look for another off-ball linebacker. Leonard Merritt, though. This would be an absolute steal. 2 years, about $10 million. Yeah, we need to try to make a deal here. Let's increase this. I would go to 3 years. I would go to 4 years if we can get it for this bargain. Let's try. Leonard Merritt will sign a 4-year contract that is very team-friendly. Beyond him, we'll see how the year goes. But there aren't a ton of tough decisions upcoming for us. So far this season, we have the number 12 offense and the number 8 defense. We're not running the ball as well as I would like, but Tyrus Sparks is doing more than enough in the passing game to get us a 5-0 record, 9 touchdowns for him so far. The running game hopefully will pick up production, especially as Adonis Askew gets more opportunity. In the passing game, nice season so far for Chris Godwin and the rookie Denzel Denard. He's making impact plays when I thought that his game would be more about volume in the beginning. Instead, we're just seeing high impact plays, which is just fine with me. Lodge and Wade are contributing nicely. In the passing game, I think our protection has been phenomenal. Today, the Bills couldn't get anywhere near Sparks. The Vikings even didn't have a great pass rush against us. And then defensively, DeVoe and Seymour lead in sacks. I'd say we're playing like a pretty complete team right now, and I can't wait to see what's in store. So vote in the poll. Do you want to see the Saints game, or would you rather skip that one and watch another one next episode? Let me know, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you all for watching. Please smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all again soon with more Bucs Rebuild franchise. Have a great day, everybody.